use around 10 AI tools for 90% of my work, and each one excels in one specific area.
Stop wasting months figuring out which AI tool to use. Here's the cheat code.
But figuring out which tool works best for what task usually takes months of trial and error. So I'll share the one thing each tool does better than alternatives, so you walk away with a clear mental model for when to use what. I've grouped these tools into 4 categories across a 2-part series.
This creator uses just 10 AI tools for 90% of his work. The secret, each tool has one superpower, and once you know what it is, you'll never guess again. He's breaking them into 4 categories, and I'm gonna simplify it even more for you.
There's just too much to cover. This video covers everyday and specialist AI, while part 2 covers the remaining 2 categories. Let's get started. Kicking things off with everyday AI. These are your general purpose chatbots, ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude. And while they seem interchangeable, they're quote unquote moats, the specific things they do best.
First up, the AI that follows instructions better than any employee you've ever had.
Starting with the OG, ChatGPT. While Gemini and Claude are arguably just as capable in raw power, ChatGPT still holds the crown in one area. It's the most obedient model. In plain English, ChatGPT drops fewer balls when you hand it a complex checklist. Other models might be just as smart, but give them a lengthy set of instructions.
When you give ChatGPT a complex 10-step checklist, it actually does all 10. Other AIs, they skip steps or decide they know better. He tested this, gave each model the same detailed prompt, and ChatGPT was the only one that followed every single instruction.
And they'll sometimes skip a step or decide they know better. If you want proof of this, just ask each model to optimize a rough prompt for itself. ChatGPT will generate a noticeably longer and more detailed prompt because it knows it can handle the complexity.
Guys, I planned for a pretty long video packed with value, education, and real case studies, exactly the steps that we take and we teach our students to make real money. And you, my friend, haven't liked the video yet. May I ask why? Come on, give me some inspiration. Like this video, share with your friends and family, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Switch on the notification bell button, because this is just the beginning. We upload a new training every single day, and you want to get notified by YouTube. And the only way to do that is to subscribe to our channel, and make sure you ask your friends and family to subscribe as well. And in this way, you also help us get 10,000 subscribers in next 90 days. So go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. Let's go.
And if you run that optimized ChatGPT prompt through both ChatGPT and Gemini, for example, you'll notice 2 things. First, ChatGPT thinks longer because it's actually checking every requirement, and it follows each instruction to the letter. Gemini, on the other hand, often takes shortcuts.
But what if your task involves video, audio, and images at the same time? That's where the next tool dominates.
Next up, Gemini. Where ChatGPT wins on obedience, Gemini wins on multimodality. In plain English, Gemini is able to process a massive amount of mixed media, video, audio, images, and text, natively. Taking a look at this table, we see that only Gemini can handle all 4 types of media natively. It's able to quote-unquote listen to audio and quote-unquote watch videos.
It can watch videos, listen to audio, and read images, all natively, all at once. With a 1 million token context window, you can upload an hour-long meeting recording, a slide deck, and a whiteboard photo, and ask it to summarize everything in one go. No other model handles mixed media like this.
While ChatGPT and Claude use roundabout ways to access that information. What's more, Gemini's massive 1 million token context window means it can handle large video recordings, hour-long audio recordings, full slide decks, all together that would literally choke other models. If you watch my latest Gemini video, you'll remember the use case where I screen recorded a messy walkthrough of myself completing a task, uploading that video onto Gemini, and asking Gemini to turn it into a ready-to-use SOP with perfect formatting.
But when it comes to writing code that works on the first try, there's only one winner.
Yeah, rounding out the everyday AI category, Claude. Claude's superpower is producing higher quality first drafts than the other models. In plain English, that means Claude's first attempt is usually closer to done. This superpower shows up in 2 areas. First, coding. Here's a fun fact. The latest version of Gemini beat the older version of Claude
Developers agree. Claude writes functional code on the first try more than any other model. This guy needed a script written in a coding language he'd never even heard of. Claude wrote it and it worked immediately. Same with copywriting. It matches your tone almost perfectly after one example.
In every single benchmark score, except for the coding one, which is crazy. So obviously, Anthropic has figured out something related to coding the others haven't. And in practice, developers universally agree that Claude writes functional code on the first try more consistently than alternatives. Here's a real-world example. I needed to bulk export conversations from a customer service platform, but their support team said only developers could do it. I described the problem, and Claude not only gave me step-by-step instructions, but also wrote a script in Go.
Now you've got the big three. But what about finding facts fast and making sure you never make stuff up? That's where specialists come in.
Perplexity's superpower is finding accurate information fast. In plain English, the general purpose chatbots are built for reasoning. You use them to help you think, brainstorm, or write a draft. Perplexity is built for fetching. You need a specific fact and you need it now. Starting off with a simple real-life example. I used ChatGPT to plan a trip to Japan with my brother because that is a creative task. It requires weighing trade-offs, building a narrative, and for that kind of task, I'm happy to wait while the model thinks.
Quick pause here. If what I'm sharing is making sense and you're thinking, okay, but how does this actually work in a real system? I've put together a free training that walks through the exact structure and process we use. It's not theory, it's a behind-the-scenes walkthrough of how the system is set up, how the pieces fit together, and how most of the heavy lifting is already handled, so you're not starting from zero. If you want to see how it's structured and decide for yourself if it's a good fit, the link is in the description. All right, let's jump back in.
But when I need grab-and-go information, like whether a specific restaurant is foreigner-friendly because we don't speak Japanese, I'd want Perplexity to give me accurate and updated information within seconds. Second example, going back to how I use the 3 everyday AI tools, let's say Gemini or ChatGPT helps me brainstorm and structure my newsletter. Claude produces the final draft. Perplexity, in this case, is the search scalpel that verifies information like whether Gemini's context window is 1 million or 2 million tokens.
Perplexity finds accurate information in seconds. It's Google on steroids. Notebook LM only answers from sources you upload, so it literally can't hallucinate. Use Perplexity for fast research, Notebook LM to verify your work before you hit send. That's how pros stay accurate.
In case you're curious, consumers get 1 million, enterprises get 2 million. Pro tip, you can use Google-style search operators like cite:/reddit.com to narrow your results to a specific source. I have an entire video on the most useful Google search operators, so I'll link that down below. As a rule of thumb, think of Perplexity as a replacement for Google AI mode. They're both for fetching information.
Remember, SPI key. Select, power through, ingest, clean up, explore, and verify. Save this before you forget it. Whether you like this video or not, really hit the like button. You know why? Because I gave you the exact training for free that our paid members get. This video is going to be in the members area for the paid members, and you got it for free. So yes, don't you think I deserve a like? Go ahead, like it, share with your friends and family, subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet. Make sure you switch on the notification bell button, and of course, ask your friends and family to subscribe and switch on the notification bell button. It's very important for us because we have a goal of getting 10,000 subscribers in next 3 months. And the only way we can do that is when you hit the subscribe button. Go ahead, do it. And for more money techniques, watch these videos and we will see you on the next one.